Hello, gem hunter. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered if that colored rock you found on a nature hike was more than just an ordinary rock? What if you found a very rare and valuable stone without knowing it? How would you find out if your stone might be worth something? Well, in today's video, I'm going to show you 10 gems that could make you rich overnight. In terms of statistical odds, it's easier to find a valuable gem than it is to win the lottery. And to cut through the fluff, let's start with Taaffeite, which can fetch up to $2,500 per carat. It's an extremely rare gem, so rare that it's considered 1,000,000 times rarer than diamonds. Taaffeite was first discovered in 1945 by Irish-Austrian gemologist Count Edward Charles Richard Taaffeite in a jewelry store in Dublin, Ireland, and remained unknown for a long time. At first, Taaffeite was mistaken for spinel until some inconsistencies were observed, such as the different way in which light is refracted. Today, after much study, we know that Taaffeite is found in only 2 places in the world, Tanzania and Sri Lanka. However, many of these locations are not suitable for mining, making the search for this stone even more challenging. But even though it's a super rare gem, if you find something similar in your area, it's worth checking to make sure it's actually Taaffeite. Just like Demantoid garnet, the 9th gem on our list is so rare that it can be worth up to $3,300 per carat. It is a green variety of garnet known for its adamantine brilliance, which surprisingly surpasses that of diamonds. Identified by mineralogist Niels Gustav in Russia in the 19th century, Demantoid has long been recognized as one of the rarest garnets in the world. Although new sources have been discovered, Demantoid remains very rare, and finding crystals larger than 10 carats is extremely difficult, as these stones are usually very small in size. But take a look at that beautiful oval stone on your screen right now. That's an opal, and some of them can cost more than $3,500 per carat. These gems are graded differently than other gemstones, and each one has a unique individuality that must be taken into account. However, black opals are considered the rarest and most popular compared to other opals, especially those with a black color and a spectacular fiery pattern that contrasts with a dark background. These stones are highly prized. Most of the world's supply of this mineral comes from Lightning Ridge in New South Wales, Australia. The 7th gemstone on our list is benitoite, which can fetch up to $3,800 per carat. This striking blue mineral is more widely distributed than diamonds. It got its name because it was discovered in the headwaters of the San Benito River in California, where it is now the official state gemstone. Although its high dispersion contributes to its brilliance, the deep blue color can be quite intense. Under ultraviolet light, benitoite fluoresces a fascinating bright blue. In terms of value, however, we have in 6th place a gem that could be worth more than twice as much as benitoite, valued at $8,000 per carat. Those are impressive numbers for a gem, aren't they? Imagine if you could have a ruby and a sapphire in the same stone. Well, if you can't imagine it, or you've never seen one, this is the famous Padparadscha sapphire, known for its beautiful pinkish-orange color that mixes shades of ruby and yellow sapphire. Most of these stones are mined in Sri Lanka, where some of the finest and rarest minerals in the world are found. There are also specimens from Madagascar and Tanzania, but they tend to be pinker, which makes them cheaper. But despite this, red beryl manages to be even more valuable, ranking 5th and with an estimated price of $10,000 per carat. Red beryl is an extremely rare type of beryl with a raspberry pink to almost purple red color. Despite its name, it is not an emerald, but a completely different gemstone. It was first discovered by mineralogist Maynard Bixby in 1904. However, gem-quality stones can only be found in one place, the Wawa Mountains in Utah, here in the United States. It's so rare that many experts claim rubies are 8,000 times more common than red beryl. With that comparison, it would seem that rubies aren't a rare stone either. That must be why any piece of this stone of any size with the slightest translucency can easily attract any buyer. Now imagine if you were lucky enough to find such a stone. What would you do? Well, if you're not so lucky, you can still find the 4th mineral on our list, known as Alexandrite, which is valued at around $12,000 per carat. It's obviously a very rare gemstone and therefore very difficult to find, but it's still very popular for its remarkable optical properties, as it changes color depending on the lighting conditions. In natural light, it is usually olive green, but in incandescent light, light bulbs and fire, it takes on a red color. This is due to its combination of elements, including chromium, iron, and titanium. This means that it changes color regardless of the angle from which it is viewed under a light source. Alexandrite was first discovered in Russia's Ural Mountains in the 1830s and was named in 1834 by Count Lev Alexeyevich after Alexander II, the future Tsar of Russia. The largest Alexandrite ever cut, weighing 65 carats, was found in Sri Lanka and is currently in the Washington Museum of Natural History in the United States. This means that if you take a walk in Washington, you can see this beautiful specimen up close. However, the largest specimen of Alexandrite ever found weighed 375 grams in its raw state. Now imagine how much money you could make if you were lucky enough to find one of these. I get excited just thinking about it, but are there any more expensive gems out there? Well, third on this list, as unbelievable as it may seem, Jadeite, the rarest, most beautiful and valuable variety of jade, can fetch an impressive $20,000 per carat. That's right. Now imagine holding one in your hands. Although jadeite can be found in a variety of colors, its association with the rich emerald color of imperial jade makes it highly prized. The best stones of this color are found in Myanmar. But why is it worth so much? Well, historically it has been widely used in Chinese, Maori, and Mesoamerican cultures, who made much of their weapons, jewelry, and sculptures for religious and medicinal purposes from this mineral. In other words, its value is cultural, and to give you an idea, jadeite was valued more than gold by the Aztecs, Mayans, and Olmecs. Still, the cultural value of jadeite was not great enough to earn its second place on our list. The silver medal in this competition goes to musgravite, which can be worth an impressive $35,000 per carat, $15,000 more than jadeite. This is an extremely rare gemstone from the Taaffeite family. The mineral was first discovered in southern Australia and has been found in other areas such as Antarctica, Greenland, and Madagascar, but in very limited quantities. The first gem-quality specimen of musgravite of significant size was found in 1993, the only one pure enough to be cut and shaped. To give you an idea, by 2005, there were only 8 known specimens of this stone. But of all those mentioned so far, the winner, the top one on our list, are colored diamonds, which are not only rare, but also known for having a spectacular brilliance and for being the hardest mineral known on Earth. Of all the other gemstones, it is undoubtedly the most popular with people and also the most publicized and romanticized mineral. Its wide range of colors includes black, blue, champagne, chocolate, cognac, green, pink, red, and yellow. Their value is on a completely different level, with prices reaching up to $3.93 million per carat. But there is no limit to what these gems can fetch, as they are sold at auction to the highest bidder. So $3 million per carat may be just a guess, because depending on the buyer, these prices can reach billions of dollars. But could you ever find such a diamond? Well, most likely not, because diamonds are usually small, of poor quality, and only used for industrial purposes. But does that mean you should despair and give up? Not at all. Our world is very big, and many of the places with precious stones, including diamonds, have not yet been explored. So there is nothing stopping you from venturing out into nature and starting this amazing and therapeutic hobby of searching for precious stones in nature. So if you have any doubts and don't know where to start, watch this video to learn how to search for diamonds in the rivers in your area. Also, if none of the gems I've shown you in this video look like the stones you found, you can identify them using the homemade methods in our gemology book for beginners at the first link in the description. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Good luck, Gem Hunter!